Mike Tyson, one of the most iconic and celebrated figures in the history of boxing, has once again captivated the world not only with his return to the ring but also with the introspection and emotional resonance he brought following his fight with Jake Paul. The bout, which marked Tyson's first professional appearance in nearly 2 decades, has triggered a whirlwind of conversations about the legendary fighter's resilience, legacy, and his ultimate decision to retire from the sport. For decades, Tyson's name has been synonymous with boxing greatness. His meteoric rise in the 1980s was characterized by his ferocious power, unmatched speed, and an aura of invincibility that struck fear into opponents. At his peak, Tyson was not just a champion, he was a phenomenon, transcending sports to become a global cultural icon. Yet, his career was also marked by personal struggles, legal issues, and shocking defeats that painted a complex picture of a man who was both invincible and deeply vulnerable. By stepping into the ring at age 58, Tyson reminded the world that his fighting spirit remains unbroken, even as time has taken its toll on his physical prowess. The highly anticipated bout against YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul took place in front of a packed audience at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. For many, the event was more than just a fight. It was a spectacle, a meeting of 2 vastly different eras and personas. On one side was Tyson, the legendary heavyweight champion whose career has spanned generations. On the other was Jake Paul, a controversial and divisive figure who has leveraged his social media fame into a surprisingly successful boxing career. The clash between these 2 fighters, despite their differences in age, background, and experience, drew massive attention, underscoring the enduring allure of Tyson and the growing influence of Paul in the boxing world. Leading up to the fight, there was much speculation about Tyson's ability to compete at a high level after such a long hiatus. His last professional fight had been in 2005, a disappointing loss to Kevin McBride that many believed marked the end of his career. In the years since, Tyson had largely stepped away from the sport, focusing on personal growth, business ventures, and his health. However, the allure of the ring proved too strong to resist, and Tyson made his return in 2020 for an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. That bout, while entertaining, was far from a showcase of Tyson's former dominance. Still, it reignited his passion for boxing and set the stage for his eventual clash with Jake Paul. The fight against Paul was scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds, a format designed to accommodate Tyson's age and physical condition. From the outset, it was clear that the younger and more active Paul held the upper hand. Paul's strategy was methodical, using his youth, stamina, and reach advantage to control the pace of the fight. Tyson, though still possessing flashes of his trademark aggression, struggled to keep up with his opponent. By the end of the 8th round, the outcome was clear: Jake Paul had won via unanimous decision. For fans of Tyson, the fight was a bittersweet spectacle. On one hand, it was inspiring to see the former champion step into the ring once more, defying expectations and showcasing his enduring love for the sport. On the other hand, it was difficult to watch a fighter of Tyson's caliber struggle against a much younger and less experienced opponent. Social media was flooded with reactions, with many expressing admiration for Tyson's courage while lamenting the decline of his once unmatched skills. The sight of Iron Mike in a vulnerable state was a stark reminder of the passage of time and the inevitability of aging, even for the greatest athletes. In the immediate aftermath of the fight, Tyson addressed the crowd and shared his thoughts during the post-fight interview. To the surprise of many, he hinted that this might not be the end of his boxing journey. "I don't think so, that this is my last time in the ring," Tyson said when asked if he planned to retire. "I have more in me. Maybe I'll fight his brother." The comment sparked a wave of speculation about a potential bout between Tyson and Logan Paul, Jake's older brother and a fellow YouTuber-turned-boxer. Such a matchup, while unlikely to satisfy purists, would undoubtedly generate significant interest and revenue. However, as the days passed and the dust settled, Tyson appeared to have a change of heart. Taking to social media, he announced that the fight against Jake Paul would indeed be his final appearance in the ring. In a heartfelt post, Tyson reflected on the experience, writing, "This is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful. No regrets to get in the ring one last time." The announcement marked the end of an era, confirming that the bout against Paul was not just a one-off event but a farewell to the sport that had defined Tyson's life. Tyson's decision to retire came as he revealed the immense challenges he faced in preparing for the fight. Originally scheduled for July, the bout was postponed after Tyson suffered a severe health scare. In June, he underwent 8 blood transfusions, lost half his blood, and dropped 25 pounds during a hospital stay. The ordeal was a stark reminder of the physical toll that decades of boxing, combined with the natural effects of aging, had taken on Tyson's body. Despite these obstacles, Tyson remained determined to step into the ring, driven by a desire to inspire his children and prove to himself that he could still compete. Reflecting on the experience, Tyson expressed gratitude for the opportunity to fight one last time. "To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for," he said. The statement encapsulated the duality of Tyson's journey, a celebration of his resilience and determination, tempered by the recognition of his limitations. For Jake Paul, the victory over Tyson was another milestone in his unconventional boxing career. Paul, who has built a reputation as a polarizing figure in the sport, continues to defy expectations and attract attention with his carefully curated matchups. Following the fight, Paul wasted no time in outlining his future ambitions, reiterating his desire to face Canelo Alvarez, one of the most accomplished boxers of the modern era. While the prospect of a Paul Alvarez matchup has been met with skepticism, it highlights Paul's knack for generating buzz and positioning himself as a legitimate contender in the boxing world. Tyson's retirement marks the end of a chapter in a career that has spanned more than 3 decades. From his meteoric rise as the youngest heavyweight champion in history to his struggles outside the ring and eventual redemption, Tyson's story is one of triumph, tragedy, and transformation. His decision to step away from boxing comes at a time when his legacy is secure, cemented by his impact on the sport and his enduring cultural relevance. As the boxing world moves forward, Tyson's influence will undoubtedly continue to be felt. For fans, his final fight serves as a reminder of the greatness he once embodied and the resilience he has shown throughout his life. For Tyson himself, it is a fitting conclusion to a journey that has been as challenging as it has been extraordinary. While his time in the ring has come to an end, Tyson's story is far from over, and his legacy as one of the greatest fighters in history will endure for generations to come.